So, as some of you have guessed, I moved to Texas. Sarah Dici moved from DFW to LA, and I moved from LA to DFW. It's like we're trading tech tubers. Now, I'll explain why I moved out here, but I'll do that as I show you around the new place, and I'll share what my vision and hope for each spot is, and invite you into the future of what this whole place becomes, but also invite you into the process as I give you update videos along the way. With that said, if there are some products or brands for the home that you think might be a good fit for what I'm trying to do, or if there are some brands and products that you want me to make content on for your own buying decisions, let me know in the comments. I imagine some brands will be looking at your suggestions down there, so I would also say brands. If you're interested in partnering together on stuff for the house and more, send me an email. First, let's check out what's going on in the A-roll set, or this spot so far. So let me grab this camera and I'll show you around. Now, you're gonna wanna stay to the end because that's my favorite room, and it's probably the thing that is going to come together first. There's already some moving pieces to it, so it's pretty exciting. First, from this perspective where I normally sit, we have the desk right here. This is a fully desk, and then up here, we have a top-down camera. It allows me to show off different products right here very easily, like this Amazon Fire Max 11 tablet, which is here because Best Buy is sponsoring a portion of this video. We'll talk a little bit more about that later, but this is pretty cool because I have a little system here for all of this. I'm going to replace this with a Sony 20 to 70 millimeter because right now I have a Tamron lens that goes from 17 to 28 millimeters. I can't get close enough to products. This is the closest I can get. And that provides my top-down shot, and that's all going into these Atmos recorders, and it's feeding into this really neat BenQ monitor right here that gives me a picture-by-picture. But the thing is, I would like to have a third camera because I now have space for that. And so it'd be really cool to have a top-down shot that's kind of like this, but like I zoom in and you can see over my shoulder at the product that's on the desk and stuff. That would be really cool. But that means I need another recorder. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I have considered using the Blackmagic ISO setup, the A10 Mini ISO, but the thing is, it's only 1080p. I need 4K. If Blackmagic comes out with a 4K version, I would probably use this because I edit in Resolve, and it's just really convenient to have the whole ecosystem and stuff like that. And then you'll see over here, I have this camera right here. Right now, I am using the FX3 for my A-roll cam, but I will probably swap this out for an A7 IV. It's just a better option for a lockdown camera. So I have this really crazy little teleprompter setup here that uses an iPad for things. Now I'm pretty excited about showing off this A-roll set to you, and I didn't with the previous spot because, to be honest, I just felt ashamed. It was a pretty rough spot, very cramped, really messy, was not flattering at all, but I made do with all of it. In this spot, it's pretty exciting to show off to you. Now you'll notice I have these little bars over here. These are Varipoles, which I'm using to kind of create a grid-like structure up here, which is really kind of cool because I can hang down that top-down camera I showed you earlier, and then I'm gonna get a third pole going across this so I can have a light that is gonna shoot straight down and give me a little bit of a hair light here because I need a little bit of separation from that. And then I'm gonna put all of those sand panels right above me. You know how much I care about audio, and right here, it's pretty rough, even with these panels here. Ooh, this is bad. And then on top of that, I want to get a whole bunch of wood slat panels across this whole back and a dark color of some sort. And then I want to get some lights that might go up and down on those strips. But even cooler, I'm going to see if I can pull it off. I'd like to get some floating light bars up here. So something that kind of is floating in the air right here and floating in the air on this side. I also have this really cool neon sign of the This Is Tech Today core logo right here. We'll see if that fits in here or if it works better in another room. And because, you know, this is a giant tall box over here, I do have some sound blankets over there. I'm not sure if this is gonna be enough. I may have to get another set of them over here so I can cut down on some of the audio because it needs to be really amazing and good in here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep the shelf here, maybe. Now the entire top floor is a studio. We're gonna come back to this. I'm gonna show you downstairs first. Also, here's Ruby. We have a little thing on the window here for the cats, and they've been loving it. So that's the dining room down there. As you can tell, I've embraced minimalism. Just kidding, I spent all my money on buying the house. I'm just a bachelor. You know, a bachelor at least has a TV and a lawn chair. But over here we have a surprising amount of smart home things. You can put a smart appliance here because there's a ton of counter space everywhere, or maybe a smart home hub device of some sort so you can listen to something or watch something while you cook, which conveniently the Amazon Fire Max 11 tablet can do from this video sponsor, Best Buy. In addition to show mode, the Amazon Fire Max 11 is designed to keep you entertained, connected, and productive. With its powerful octa-core processor and 11-inch display, your games will run smoothly and your movies will look great. With up to 14 hours of battery life, you can binge watch your favorite shows, work on some projects, and answer emails without constantly reaching for the charger. There's even a micro SD card slot for expandable memory. Nice! With the Fire Max 11, Amazon brings fingerprint recognition, which gives you quick access to all your content. There's also a stylus for taking notes or doodling, and a keyboard with a trackpad that supports gestures. The keyboard cover also works as a case to protect your tablet. And this is Amazon's first tablet with a metal build, so it feels nice and premium while still having a great price. If you click the link in the description, it'll take you to the Best Buy website where you can check current pricing for the Fire Max 11, set up in-store pickup, or choose fast delivery to your front step. At least click the link to check it out, as supporting my sponsors helps support me. If enough of you check it out, maybe Best Buy will help out with some things around the house, so fingers crossed. All right, back to the tour. There's this Whirlpool oven that I can control from my phone. I didn't know that I would want that, but it's actually kind of nice. It'll alert your phone and you can set it, turn it on, turn it off. It's kind of crazy. I have my LG fridge over here. Love that thing. Have to get the rice cooker here. I named my company Rice Bowl Media for a reason. Gotta have that rice. And one thing that's really hopeful and exciting about this kitchen is that I can have people over, I cook for them, we can have a good time and stuff. Community is really important to me, and there are people out here that I know. So friends would be easier to meet with and hang out with. It's really rough in LA to do that. My friend Sydney Diongzong's out here, and he's in the DFW area as well. And while there's a lot of stuff going on in LA, it's just kind of a bummer to get around. You end up not really hanging out with people. And the people who are out there are really kind of hustle and bustle and stuff, so it can be really hard to connect deeply with people. And that's something that is really important to me. So that's another reason why I decided to move to Texas. I need to set this up because I'm going to be traveling a bit more, and I need to make sure that my cats are fed. So I got this little Pet Libro, little smart feeder for them that has a little camera. So that's going to be kind of cool to see how that turns out. And speaking of Pet Libro, I have their little fountain there, and then a robot vacuum that also mops. It's a narwhal. I have a little video on that one. But over here, it's really beautiful because you have tons of natural light. So it's gonna be really cool to replace this pretty ancient looking light here. It's not doing me any favors. I'd love to get a really beautiful dining table here and some chairs and a nice carpet, because I can also record a lot of B-roll for different things in this area. And while these beautiful windows with all this natural light is great, it'd be nice to have some smart blinds here. All right, Brandon here from the future. I had to get this at night. These are really awesome right here. I don't know why I love them so much. They're these like little night lights that shoot up and down, and they give a really classy look to everything, so I put them everywhere. They're just these little things right here. They're made out of plastic. It's honestly not like the highest quality. It's pretty plasticky and stuff, but from far away, these look really high-end and classy, and they're cheap. You can get 2 of these for like 14 or 15 bucks. Now, one of the reasons why you moved to Texas is because, well, everything's bigger in Texas. Your money goes a lot further out here. This was a crazy deal. The developer needed to sell it fast because it was the last one that they were selling. So they knocked off like $50,000 off the price. I wasn't planning on moving until next year, but at that price, it's kind of insane, especially when the amount I'd save on taxes would pay for 80% of my mortgage. Like, that made it a lot easier for me to afford a house out here. So we have that over here. It's really beautiful. There's a lot of stuff that you can use right here for filming. Like, that's the thing. Everything in this house is for content. That's the cool part. Now over here, as you can tell, this has a lot of beautiful natural light as well. And I have my little workout area set up here for some weights and stuff, but I would really love to work on a whole bunch of fitness tech, like a tonal or something like that. So probably put that over here. So this wall would be really great for that. And then over here, I'd like to put something like maybe an exercise bike. And another thing that would be really cool about having some sort of cardio over there is if I have like a treadmill that has a desk on it. I've definitely been focusing a lot on my health and fitness and things like that. I used to work out twice a day, 2 days before I did YouTube, and then I did YouTube and I started getting fat. But yeah, that's the set for now. It gets the job done. Kind of. Tonal, please work with me. Now we're in the living room. It's quite lively sounding in here, but that's because we have really nice high ceilings and stuff, which is pretty cool. Over here we'll have a nice spot for a home entertainment system. So I'd love to get some sort of console there from like BDI because they do really cool things in regards to sound and sound bars. I'd love to show that off to you guys. Probably a Sony TV or something over there. I have some markings laid out here for where the couch can go, coffee table, and the media console. And then over in this spot, I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do. Maybe some sort of shelf or something. I don't know. Then we have a fireplace with a fan that I'm gonna install, because again, these are not doing me any favors. They look pretty old school. And of course we have our laundry room, got some LG ones. They're really great. You can control it with your phone as well. And now we're in the garage and we have this pretty lame genie in here. It doesn't even have a keypad. It's not smart at all. It's actually really dumb. I had that LiftMaster garage door opener in California, and let me tell you, I really miss that thing. I get Amazon packages here, and it would be nice to have it inside my garage because I had that rice cooker sitting out on my porch for like 3 days and it just felt uncomfortable to me. I'd like to be able to control the garage door from my phone, let people have access if they need to, have a camera in here, and much better lighting than this one. We'll find out if LiftMaster wants to work with me again or will send me one or whatever, or maybe I need to buy one. Speaking of buying things, I still have a whole bunch of stuff I'm selling. The last video I had a whole spreadsheet and a list of things I was selling. Well, that's still in the description if you want to check on that one. If there's stuff that you want to buy or forgot to get back to you, reach out to me again, because I need to sell off this stuff and buy things like a garage door opener and some furniture. No one's gonna go out with me if I don't have chairs. Something that is kind of neat and smart is actually this Rainbird system. There's a little dongle you can put inside of it, or a module, and it adds Wi-Fi access. So now I can monitor and control it from an app on my phone, which is pretty cool. Now, beyond a smart garage door opener, it'd be really cool to find smart water softeners and smart water filters for the whole house. I don't know if those actually exist, or if they do, what they are. So give me some suggestions down below in the comments, because it'd be really cool to put here. It's really nice that the whole house shut off is right there, so it'll be very easy to install right there. I'd love to find something that allows me to track how much water is being used, the quality of it, and I can control it remotely. So if I need to do like a remote water shut off, or if there's something that's built into it where it notices there's a ton of water coming out, like it'll cut it off and then alert my phone. Because when you're traveling and something like that happens, that could be devastating for your house. It'd be nice to know remotely, and it can keep your house safe. That, and the water's pretty hard in Texas, and the quality is okay. So it'd be nice to have like good water. It's important, especially for your health. All right, now we're entering into the master bedroom. We have this like thermostat here that's a Z-Wave one, and I'm gonna replace that. I don't like it. It's not very good. But over here, you can tell that I have a lot of natural light. I have like 3 big windows over here. That is awesome. So I haven't had a room that had a lot of natural light before. So it's cool to have that. I actually wake up because of the sunlight. Crazy. I have a twin mattress on the floor. It'd be cool to get a really nice bed frame here that has some like smart things in there. I know like BDI has one. I think it's the Lynx. Cool, has like outlets in there and strip lighting there. It would be really cool to have a smart mattress of some sort. It's pretty dang hot in Texas during the summer, so having something that cools me down would be really cool. I know 8 Sleep has stuff like that. I think Sleepy is another one. It'd be really cool to check out those mattresses and those systems and figure out all of the smart gadgets and stuff that they have built into it. And then up here we have, they call it the boob light. And so probably gonna replace that with a fan to keep it cool in here so I don't have to run the AC for just me. And then over here, of course, we have another cat tree because cat things. Now, what would be really cool is to change this wall into some sort of accent wall where maybe you have some sort of wood paneling right here up the middle, or just a different color paint. But it'd be neat to have some unique lighting over there, have your end tables, different sleep tech over here. That is just scratching over there. Also, it's nice that I actually have enough room for a nice bed. I've used a twin for almost all my life. I think I have only used a twin all my life, so it'd be nice to have a king for once. I do have like this little Nest hub there for stuff, and I have been using this Nomad charger over here that has MagSafe ability and another charger there for like your AirPods or Apple Watch. And then we're in the master bathroom, and we have another fountain because cat, where are you, cat? But this is a space. It'd be a lot of cool things that we could do in here. Maybe there's like some jacuzzi smart tub things. There's some crazy tech out there. I'm willing to try it out. Why not? Anything for the bathroom and the shower. And then over here we have a bidet. And because once you bidet, there's no other way. Now let's go up to the second floor to show the whole studio. So right here is where the live streaming and gaming room will end up being. It's not much, but it's honest work. I don't have a desk here. I previously used that A-roll desk as both my filming desk and my work desk. Now I split them off, which is really nice. That means I don't have a desk. I would absolutely love to have that secret lab desk that they have. That's insane. That'd be really cool to have on stream for all the Amazon Live stuff. When I stream for any games and stuff like that, that'd be really cool. But the idea is that I would have a desk over here by the window, and you would be able to see behind me. So we'll have like a cat tree there and some cool decorations for sound panels and lights and things like that. And below the window would be like my gaming PC and the whole desk stuff. And then over here, I'll put some more sound panels because I'll be shouting in that direction. Now in this room, it's pretty cool because it's gonna be used for just B-roll. I'd like to have a desk over here with a top light so I can get those like kind of car-like lit shots, and then another light that shoots from the wall so you can have something that's kind of creating a little bit of shadow from a top-down camera. That would be really cool to black out the window over here as well, so you can really get those nice dark shots so you can control your light. And as you can tell, I have a whole bunch of rigging equipment over here. And then over here next to the window itself, I could also have maybe another desk setup. So if I do desk setups, I can have them all right here. Or if I want to just have a little talking head spot, I can use the natural light from the window. And then here is the whole loft area. This is where I would have desks for different things. Eventually, I'd like to have more people working here, you know, hiring out people. So if you're someone who might be of help for what I do here, whether it's helping with scripting and writing, your editors, or you can film things or can handle operations and stuff like that, you'd have all these spots for desks and things like that. I have my Roborock vacuum, but that's so nice when you have these cats, and look at how beautiful those vacuum lines are. Thing because of cat. And we also have the air purifier. I have a whole bunch of my music equipment over here because I used to play in a metal band. So surprise. So right now I am using the Logitech Herman Miller Embody chair, which is awesome. I have my Foley desk here. I had to bring these with me because these are just beautiful, nice and clean. I like the white and black aesthetic, as you can tell. I have my Atom A7Xs for my studio monitors. I can actually play that loud without roommates, which is pretty sweet. And then underneath here, I have my Sub 8, a battery backup. And then over here, I have an OWC Thunder Bay, which I need to figure out how to make it work on a network. And then a Thunder Blade, used with a Thunder Bay, Thunder Blade. Over here I have the M1 Ultra Mac Studio, and then we have the Topping DX5 for my headphone amp, and also the amp for my computer to the studio monitors. The issue is this has some sort of weird threshold for volume, so if you're listening to like a quiet part in a movie, it'll just like shut off on you, which is really kind of like frustrating. As for the headphones I'm rocking over here, I have the Beyerdynamic DT1990 Pros. I use these because they have a very highly elevated top end to it, so if there are harsh frequencies in my audio, it'll stand out like a sore thumb. So if I tame it using these headphones, then it should be pretty chill for anybody who's watching my videos. And then we have the Dan Clark Aeon Noirs, which are pretty awesome. But I was able to go see DMS recently and check out a whole bunch of headphones, and I'd love to get two different types of headphones. One would be the Meze 109s, and then the Sennheiser 800S. Those are pretty nice, open back, very spacious. We're rocking over here the Blackmagic Speed Editor. We have our little BenQ light monitor bar thingamajobber. And then down here, we're using the Amplify Alien Mesh Wi-Fi routers. I've loved those a lot because they have the Ethernet ports on the back, so you can add Ethernet access to any spot that doesn't have Ethernet. The downside with it is it's not Wi-Fi 6E or 7 capable. They're a little bit outdated now, and if I put my Thunder Bay on the network, I'm gonna need more than 1 gig Ethernet. So 10 gig would be really nice. So, all right, here's the best part. This is the theater room, and it already has some stuff in it that we're using temporarily, or a projector here on this little stand here. You have a projection screen and my Enclave audio speakers, which are amazing. Also, thing because a cat. But I want to step it up to the next level. I already have a few brands that are at least interested in being a part of this. I think we may have a good partner for speakers. I may have a good partner for a really, really high-end laser projector, up-firing one. Hopefully we'll have a partner for some theater chairs, and some great people out here in the DFW area are going to help me build a platform so we can raise up one of the rows back here. I have to replace these lights though, because again, as you've noticed, they're pretty old school looking. So I do have like these light bars right here that I'll need to have installed that I think will look a lot cooler. We'll find out. This room is really important because I'm also going to sound treat it a ton. Hopefully I can find a partner for that, maybe like GIK Acoustics, because I use their stuff already. That'd be cool if we can treat this whole room so it sounds immaculate for movies. But also I'd like to do some of my sound tests and things like that in here so you can compare it in both a very well treated room as well as lively spaces as well. So that should really amplify the quality of my audio videos as well. So that's the new home tour. I'm pretty excited about it, and I'm extremely thankful for all of you. If it wasn't for all of you, I wouldn't be here in this situation. But also, this is a big bet for me. I hope that I can actually grow into all of this area and stuff like that. So your continued support is appreciated. Like checking out sponsors like the one for this video, Best Buy. It really helps out because they continue sponsoring my videos so I can continue making content for you for free. And then we can do cool things so I can help you make a informed buying decision, or at least inspire or entertain you in some way. And again, there's a lot of natural light. It's beautiful. I'm probably gonna need some smart rollers for shades and stuff like that, blinds or whatever. That'd be kind of nice for when I'm filming and I need to get rid of this, but I don't know, that's pretty cool too. Little did I know that a little over 5 years ago that my life would be here and I would get to do this, that I'd be able to have a house. So I'm really thankful for all of you for being a part of that journey with me, and I hope that you'll stick with me for many, many years to come, because I'm not done. We're just getting started, and hopefully there'll be way more better content, and hopefully at a higher frequency. I'm gonna need some help. I need to delegate because I'm doing most of it on my own. It's a lot. So if there are other things that you'd like me to check out, go ahead and leave some comments down below in the description. And brands, email me. I'd love to find out how to partner with you. Stay tuned for more updates on how I build out the set and everything else. So thanks for watching This Is Tech Today. Until next time.